What's up, YouTube? Got the second video for the Ignite series amplifiers. This is the R3000 1D. It's a little bit bigger than the 1600 1D. 6,000 watts peak power. And we all know none of that is true. The 3000 is not true. None of that's true. But what is true is these numbers right here. So with these numbers, we got 420 at 4 ohm, 720 at 2 ohm, 1020 at 1 ohm. So there wasn't a single video for this this amplifier. There was a amp drag dyno race for this amp. It was this one and one of the Boss Armor series that Wilson had done, and I think that's the only video. I'm pretty sure, and I know in that video I want to say it did a little less at the 2 ohm than 720. Not completely sure, but yeah. So I mean, this one was featured on there. I wanted to do a video of this guy by himself, and let's see. I already opened it up, but I have not, undid any of the packaging. So this is exactly how it comes when you order it, and so let's see. So we've got the manual. The manual here, that's nice. Right here, the 3001D. And then these little tabs here, this basically you can just pull up. I broke those, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. And so here it is in the packaging, everything. Got the here's the bass knob here. And the last video I did with the 1600, I didn't show off the bass knob, but it's the exact same as this one. I'm assuming it looks the same, but I still have that one hooked up. So what I'm going to do in my car when I swap these amps is I'm going to use this remote that came with this amp and take the other remote out. But I'm going to use, I already had this ran, so I'm just going to use the same wire, and then this one will go in the, what's it called. So in this, also we have our spare fuses. Got our nice screws here for mounting it. Some good stuff there. But yeah, there's that. So got that. Now let's see. I apologize. I think my camera was doing some funky stuff just now. So all right, so we got that. And here is the amp. So let me finagle this out here. Set this over here. It is heavier than the other amp for sure. So we know that they're not lying unless there's just, unless they got a brick in there. So let me put this box away. We don't need this right now. Put this over here. And let's get this bad boy open, see what we're dealing with here. Like I said, I'm going to do a side-by-side with the 1600. But let's see. Just out of the box here. We got our 340 amp fuses there. We have our ground, power, remote, all that stuff, and your speaker outputs. Everything looks to be in good shape. Nothing doesn't look used or nothing like that. You always want to check for weird stuff, So got this right here. Let me get it out the plastic. Plastic always. So here it is. It still has, I'll end up, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just keep this protective thing on there. It's super shiny underneath. Here's the amp. Yeah, it definitely feels a little bit beefier than the smaller wattage one, which would make sense. Like I said, all this is fake. There's no 6,000 watts here. There's no 3,000. So this is a good amp if they would just, and everybody says it, man, just put the numbers it does on there. People will pay for it. You know, it's still a good deal for the numbers it does. So let's switch around over here and take a look at this. We have our output, the input, got the gain, all that good stuff in here. If I can get this camera to work right. Got the subsonic filter. You got the phase shift, low profile, bass boost for your. Then you got the remote jack, breathing ports on the side there. Overall, looks pretty good. You know, I'm only going to be running it at 2 ohms. I'm not going to be running it at the 1 ohm yet. And so that's that one right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this, and I'm going to do a side-by-side of the 3000 and this guy right here, the 1600. So you can kind of see a difference between the two. You know, and right away, this smaller amp is, you know, lighter. And so this is them, you know. And they look pretty nice. They're very, very close in size. They really are. But they're not that close in the weight. You know, and I bought both, couldn't help myself. They're both good deals, you know. And I'll have them for the future. But what I have noticed is they're going up in price. Maybe it's because, you know, people are buying them now, man. I don't know. Supply and demand. So this is side by side, you know, these two amps. Which I really enjoyed this one so far, and the quality of this guy, the smaller one, you know, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to do an install of this bigger guy today and bump some tunes, you know, and see how it sounds with those two Serwin Vegas. And I'll do another video on the Serwin Vegas too pretty soon. Alright, YouTube, that is the 3000 1D.